Hey, Alyssa, thanks for joining me on my Google Meet today.
Hey, thank you for having me.
So tell me a little bit about yourself as a clinician.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm an associate professional counselor. I work with children, teens, and all the way up to young adults. And then I normally work from a person-centered theoretical orientation. I do play therapy with my little ones, and then kind of more focused on person-centered as I work with my older kids. I also am working towards my registered play therapy certificate, and also doing a training coming soon in EMDR2 that I'm really excited to start using with both kids and all the way up to adults as well.
Yeah, EMDR is like super fun. I love using it with little ones all the way to adults. So that's going to be a really fun training for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I know you work, just kind of like knowing you and us being together in the office. I know you work with a lot of preteens, and seems like sometimes parents really start struggling in the age, with this preteen age group of like communication with their kids. So do you have any like helpful tips for like parents and like with kids this age?
Yeah, absolutely. We work a lot with 11 to 13, 14 age group, and I get a lot of questions about how their kids are kind of closing up. They're not talking. They can tell maybe things are happening, but they're not exactly sure what's going on. So a big part of what I do in this session is help the teens work on how do they communicate with their parents. How can they have open conversations where they feel heard and understood, and also can express themselves in a way that makes sense to their parents and also expresses how they feel. And then on the other end, supporting my parents in these conversations is helping them just become more active listeners, to really listen for the things that their teen are saying. I think we can be a lot of times solution focused, but sometimes our teens just want us to listen and hear them and validate those big feelings that they're feeling. So I talk to my parents about what that looks like to be an active listener, and also making themselves available for when their teen wants to talk to them. I see this a lot of the times. It's going to happen when you're the most busy. You're working, you're on a phone call, you're trying to talk to someone else. It's late at night or something like that, and your teen is ready to let out these big emotions. And so it's important that we be able to notice that and be able to active listen, and then really help our teens express themselves and feel heard so that they'll continue to open up.
Yeah. So that's really important. I think that reflective or active listening is an important skill. I think sometimes as parents, we jump to fix.
Yeah.
So like when we get presented with a problem from our kiddo, we're like, oh, I know how to help. This is how we're going to fix the problem. And sometimes like solutions are not what they're looking for. They're just looking for some validation and to be heard.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it is hard. We've as adults been through these things that our preteens have been through, and we want to help them, but sometimes they are, like you said, just looking for validation and a way to express themselves. And then later on, maybe they are looking for that advice and those solutions, and they can have both. And I think it creates a really good relationship between a parent and their preteen.
Yeah. Very true. Very good point. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you again for having me.
All right. Thanks.